Fight!
What the fuck is good, YouTube? I'm sorry I didn't upload a video last week. I don't have an excuse. Sorry. Life catches up with you, bitch. Like, it fucking exists and it sucks. Yes, I am wearing the hoodie that I made in my last video. I haven't taken it off since then. I just want to start this video off with a disclaimer though, because I filmed this story time so many times. This is my 5th or 6th time filming it. It's because every time I filmed it, I would go back and watch it. I didn't like the lighting, or I didn't like how it sounded, or I didn't like how I did this or that. And then also I sound like a major bitch every time I fucking filmed it. So I'm just gonna say, if I sound like a major bitch, then you can fucking take it for whatever you want to take it as, because I am a female dog. I'm not even a human. Also, my hair is fucking ugly. You know what? Let's jump into this story time because it's gonna take a long ass time for me to tell it, and I'm gonna be stressed. This video is hard to make, okay? But I'm trying to make it because I really want to make a story time about it. It's just hard to fucking talk about and explain. The only people you need to— why did I like fucking turpentine? See, I was thinking about turpentine because I want to light myself on fire. So the only people you need to know in this story are me, myself, and moi. The guy that I'm going to be talking about, we're calling him Raphael because of English. We're calling him Raphael because he had the name of a Ninja Turtle. There's only so many Ninja Turtles in the world, so you could probably figure out what his name was. Hey. And then his quote-unquote girlfriend, I don't know what to call her, whatever. We're calling her Summer for obvious reasons. If you know about this story, then please do not say who these people are, because as much as I'm trying to spill the tea and expose these people, I'm also trying to be, you know, nice about it, you know? Like, and if you are involved in this story and you're watching this video, what's up? Oops! So grab your popcorn, grab your tea, sip on that shit, because we're about to spill some. Let's go. Boston Tea Party up, and this all started in— okay, it all started back in July. This happened last year, by the way. This guy, Raphael, hit me up in the Instagram DMs because that's how I'm gonna find my future fucking husband. What the fuck? And he's like, I just want to say that you're very cute. Okay, why the fuck did I say it like that? I'm literally that shit that you find at the bottom of your shoe, that's me. He was like, I just wanted to say that you're be cute, have a good night, smiley face. And I was like, this is me. I'm kidding. I said, OMG, wow, thank you so much. Because, like, I mean, he was nice. Like, I mean, it was nice. What the fuck? Stop biting me. Dial it back. Oh, who the fuck you think you're biting? If the camera angle or lighting keeps changing, it's because my camera always dies, so I'm sorry. Sorry about it. My eyes are closed because, bitch, I'm asleep on this camera. I reply because, like, that's the thing you do. When guys are really sweet to me, then I'm gonna be like, oh, wow, thanks. Like, I really appreciate you being a nice, genuine dude. Hey, be my daddy. And he didn't respond, which is cool. Totally fine, right? Like, I didn't really care. Whatever. And then he DMs me again in September. So I was like, I'm a little shook. And he says, okay, so like, I've always been really attracted to you and you're at that Logic concert, which means we have similar taste in music, and I need to make more adventurous decisions, so we should hang out sometime if you feel the desire to. And usually when guys hit you up in DMs, they like, hey, yo, girl, what's your Snapchat though? I'm trying to finesse. Snapchat, whatever that app, I don't wanna. Anyways, so he seemed really sweet and super adorable, and he was attractive, I'm not gonna lie, like, he was kinda attractive, but at the same time, I'm not gonna get that far. Anyway, so of course I respond, blah, 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 and eventually we start. He asked for my number, and he's like, would it be okay if I text you? And I was like, so I give him my number. And obviously he texts me. Duh. So he hits me up and he's like, hey, it's Mamma Mia Pizzeria. Hey. He's like, hey, it's Raphael. I'm kidding. Oh my, fuck, I'm annoying. Fuck. This is Junior, by the way. If you haven't met him, now you have. He's like, hey, it's Raphael with a smiley face. And I was like, hi. And then he asked me to, he's like, I want to get to know you, talk about yourself, blah, 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 blah. And if you want to know a fun fact about me, I actually hate talking about myself. Like, I despise talking about myself. I'm not that kind of person. Like, I don't know why. I just like to learn more about people themselves. Wow, I'm so edgy. Because I'm a fucking good person. And so we're talking back and forth, we're getting to know each other, we have a lot in common, we seem, you know, like a good fit. That's his, oh my god, we're like a good fit for each other, bro. Like, we were like, hey, you know? Like an hour later, I'm not even exaggerating, this video would be fucking 30 minutes long because this is such a long ass story. If I gave you detail by detail, by play, this ain't fucking football, bitch. I'm not gonna give you a playbook. So literally an hour later, he's like, marry me. Hello, welcome to American Airlines. The exits are to here, and get the fuck out. Okay, if I'm honest, obviously when you're saying like, oh my god, marry me, like, like it's a joke, like it's all cutesy, right? But like if I tell you more about this boy, I think he was being legit, like he was serious. He would have bought the engagement ring yesterday. I was just like, I didn't take it seriously because, you know, it's cute. Like, he seemed nice. Okay, I liked him. I was interested in him at the time. Also, I just forgot something. Notice how he said he's always been really attracted to me. I want you to keep that in mind. Just think about it for a little while. Let it sink in. So of course I'm like, haha, of course I'm marrying you. Like, oh my god, we're so perfect for each other. Wow. And then he... And we're talking blah 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 blah, and he's like, wow, like we're so perfect for each other, like I'm so excited. Blah. I'm like, ugh, bro, like, dude, I just fucking punched myself in the nose. He's like, we're perfect for each other. Oh my god, I'm so excited to be talking to you because like I've literally had a crush on you since forever. Well, I'm curious, like I want to know how long. And he said 3 months. 3 months. I don't know this boy in real life. He only know me off of Instagram. We kind of have mutual friends. 3 months. Keep that in mind. He said 3 months. 3 months. 3. Conversation keeps going on throughout the day, into the night. And then he eventually hits me with that, so what you want from this though? Like, what are we though? He literally asked me to be his girlfriend. He's like, I feel like you gotta become my girlfriend before you become my wife though. And I'm like, yikes. That's not in my dictionary. It's not that I'm not a relationship type of person, but I told him straight up, like, I have to hang out with you first. Like, I'm that kind of person. Like, I'm not just gonna fucking date you off the internet. Like, skirt out there. So, I tell him, I'm like, I have to hang out with you first, silly. Bitch, I said silly. That should have been the first sign that I was like, strike one, bitch. Strike motherfucking one. And he was like, oh, haha, you're right. Let me tell you, this boy sends long ass paragraphs. He sends... I swear, like, the paragraphs he would send me are MLA format, 12-point Times New Roman font, 1-inch margins, body 1, body 2, intro, conclusion. For the guy, it was like all Lana Del Rey lyrics because of the things that he would say. He's like, I just wanna run away with you and like, oh, this could be perfect. Like, we're perfect for each other. Like, I want this to be a thing. I got that summertime, sadness, sex, drugs, flower crowns, and alcohol. Coachella, yeah, yeah. I tell him goodnight eventually because it was getting late and I was getting fucking tired, like I was fucking exhausted. Anyways, I remember there was one point during the night where I was kind of like falling asleep because I was really fucking tired. Like, I'm always exhausted. It's a problem. It's a fucking problem. And I was like, oh, sorry, I'm dozing off, because he was all like, oh my god, I scared you off, didn't I? And I was like, bitch! Huh? I say goodnight to him. And then he texts me and he says goodnight back, obviously. And then like an hour or so later at like 11 p.m, he fucking texts me this long ass MLA. But what? He was like spilling his feelings out to me and I was like, oh my god. And then the next morning he texts me good morning, like, oh my god. And goes. And then texts good morning back and he was like, oh my god, I thought I lost you. Like, I thought I scared you off. Like, I'm so scared that when I text people in the morning, like, they won't be here in the morning. And I'm like,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
What the fuck? Okay, but at that point I was still okay with it. I was like, I mean, that's a little extreme. But I'm like, pretend we're at Sunsplash and I'm gonna let it slide. Woo! Just, ooh, woo! Okay, so later that day, that next day, literally the second day of talking, he hits me with that, by the way, your name in my phone is... I'm all ears, like I literally just became a giant ear. Y'all ready for this? He hit me with that baby girl with a red heart and princess emoji. What the fuck? I was okay with it at the time, but at the same time I was like... And then he's like, so I'm just kind of curious, like, did you think about what I asked? He's talking about like when he asked me to be his girlfriend. Did I think about... No, I don't have a brain. I was born without one. Wait, think, don't know. Huh? Who is she? Show me her Instagram. Maybe I'll follow. Hey. And I was just like, I'm still thinking about it. I guess. I'm still thinking about it. And he's like, it's okay. I understand. Like, I'm not gonna pressure you or anything. A bitch, where? You pressuring me right now because... And I just told him, like, I'm just conflicted because at the time, like, because of this other boy, blah, 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 whatever, doesn't matter, alright? Done. I tell him about the guy. He should have known from the beginning that I was not going to be in a relationship with him because I've never met him in real life. He knew that from the beginning. I never met him in real life. I look like I'm making a fucking beat in the air. You know what? I am. I'm beating some ass right now. Should've known from the start. It's the start. This ain't no fucking High School Musical movie, bitch. Like, why do you think it's literally New Year's Eve and you're the Troy to my Gabriella? Because it's not gonna work. Just because my name is Gabrielle doesn't mean you're gonna be the Troy to my Gabriella. Your name isn't even Troy, okay? It's Raphael. For a second, I was thinking about saying his real name, and then I realized I gave him a fake name, so... It's not gonna happen. I'm literally like that fucking meme with the lady and her face is like this, and there's like all these math equations, because that was me, like, trying to add this shit up. I was like... And then he hits me with this thing after I told him. He's like, okay, maybe we should hold this off. Hold what off, bitch? Huh? You acting like this... And he's like, I'm probably getting like super attached really quickly right now because he tells me this life story, which is kind of, if I'm being honest, I kind of felt like that was a guilt trip because it was something really personal and really deep that you don't just tell someone up front. But I guess he felt really comfortable with me, and it's like, I get that a lot of people feel comfortable with me and stuff, whatever, but it's just that you didn't have to tell me this right away. Like, that is something that you just don't put out there. You get what I'm saying? And I'm obviously not gonna say because I'm not that much of a fucking cunt. He starts going at it anyways, like being with me, and I'm like, bitch, didn't you say we should hold it off? Huh? Eventually, the same day, I'm like, how do you not have a girlfriend? Lol Zor. I didn't say lol Zor, but that's literally how I was feeling inside because he seemed like a sweet guy, which is why I asked that, because I was trying to be like, oh, fucking James Bond up in this bitch, because I was like, how do you not have a girlfriend if you're this sweet? Something must be wrong. And I knew it was too good to be true, and I was right. You know, it's time for me to skedaddle. So he tells me I dated a girl for 3 years and then dated a girl on and off for a year. She basically cheated on me and I was dumb and they kept taking her back and believe her excuses. Blah, 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 blah. So I want you to keep that in mind. I want you to keep in mind how he talked about the ex, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And then he tells me, like, I wish you were mine the next day, and I'm all like, okay. And then he apologized, and then, like, about getting too attached or whatever. And he's literally like, I know you're conflicted, and I'm not trying to guilt trip you or some shit. I just really like you, and I'm worried. Bitch! Bitch! You... Hey, Lila, mama. Hey, come here, baby. This is Lila. She's a beautiful baby. She makes me happy. She's my only friend. I love her. And he tells me eventually, he's like, I need something stable. And I'm like, okay. And he says we can be friends. And then he texts me later that night of like another MLA format paragraph, Lana Del Rey lyrics. And I'm like, huh? And he like just spills out his emotions to me, and I'm like... So then, the next day rolls around. I'm gonna fast forward to a few hours later where he's like, we're basically in love, and I'm like, this is where it really started going downhill for me. He kept saying repeatedly, when we get together, when we get together, when we get together. And I'm like, I know this ain't English class, but I'm pretty sure that when should be turned into an if, and then you could maybe get an A+ on this essay, okay? Also, I'm gonna throw it back a little bit. See, the story's all over the fucking place. You see why it took me so long to film this? He kept saying, I'm so glad to have met you. I'm so glad that we met. Blah, blah, blah. Keep that in mind. One, we never met in real life. Two, just wait. At some point, I fell asleep, and it was like around 10:30. He sent me some texts, like quadruple fucking quince texts. At some point, he said, miss you. I'm like, there ain't nothing to miss because, bitch, I'm asleep. He pours his heart out to me again. Next day rolls around. Later that night, he literally says, fucking marry me. He's repeated that multiple times throughout, like, the few days that we're talking. And he's like, I really want to be with you, gabbi. Like, and then at some point, he literally said, we're together now, like, you gonna deal with it, point blank, period. And I'm like, huh, whoa, backspace, 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 delete, control, alt, like, what? No. Then he's talking about, because I'm like, no, we're not gonna be together because of this other boy. And then I finally tell him the story why. I'm not telling you guys that story. I'm not telling anybody anything. And I explained to him, eventually. I don't tell him the entire story, but I tell him, like, part of the story. And then he's like, low-key salty about it and shit. And he's all like, I'm trying to be in a relationship, though. And I was like, ooh, it sucks because I'm not the one for you, bitch. Like... And he's like, well, good night, sleep well. And I'm like, fuck, night. He's like, all I'm saying is I'm offering something real, but I ain't gonna be no one's second option with the effort I put in. Night. Keep that in mind, how we said I'm not gonna be no one's second option. You weren't even the first! You weren't even the first! And then he's like texting me the next day, duh, even though I haven't texted back yet. And then he's like, I want to know if I should keep waiting, unless you want to be friends, which I'm cool with. That's just because I think we have similar personalities and we'll be good friends. And I tell him, like, I don't know why you waiting for me. Like, bitch. He texted back, and then I didn't text back. And then later that night, he's like, I really can't tell if you want something real, if you're just trying to fuck. And then I said, do I seem like the type that just wanna fuck? And he's all like, a little. You know, the whole other boy thing confuses me because I can't tell if you're just trying to or if you actually want to get with me. I don't know what that's trying to say. And then I explained to him, like, the legit dead ass, and he's like, what do you want? And I'm like, I don't know what I want. Like, I'm fucking 17 years old. Can you chill out? My man. Not my man. Whoa, take that back. Slow down, fucker. But here's the funny part about the trying to fuck. I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin. He's all like, I'm trying to be in a relationship where we get married at 23 and get rich and have a family and be cool as fuck. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's one thing when you trying to talk about marriage, trying to talk about girlfriend, but you're trying to have like fucking 23 kids. Why do you think it's gonna last that long? First of all, like, and then like, I tell him the final part of the story with this other boy, and he's like, oh. Then bye. Cause he figured out I'm a virgin, and he's like, yikes. Gotta go. Clocked out. Work day is over. Bye. He's like, anyways, I get it now, so I'm just gonna back off and let you do your thing. Night, dude. Night, dude. Night, dude. Night, dude. Boy! And then he says a little while later, also, if you're ever single and want something, if I'm single, maybe that'll happen. Haha, later. All I say is, Lamau, like I did multiple O's. Night. He's all like, what's so funny? I'm like, nothing. And he's like, tell me, you can't be fucking salty with me when you're the one who kept it going. You gotta be more upfront with people. Like, if you told me in the beginning you kind of got something going, I would have been totally cool and respected that. I'm just not gonna be like on the side when I could be doing something real. Like, boy, why you acting like you so hard? Like, no, you a little white boy, a little white boy, a little white boy. How many times I gotta say a little white boy? Teenage white boy. I understand what he's saying, but technically I didn't even lead him on because I told him from the beginning I'm not gonna be in a relationship with him. Bitch, this is basic algorithm. Why? All I said to those texts was, bruh, I thought you said night. I'm a fucking cunt. And then he says, and now you're just acting like the average insert town name here, girl. Fuck this night. I said, in all caps lock, enlighten me please, what is the average town name? Girl, I'm not even from here. I'm not, by the way, like I'm not from the town that I live in. So who? He's like, I said night, now let it go. And I'm like, bitch, if you gonna try and say some shit, then you better be ready to back your shit up. Trying to be all like, I said night, now let it go. I'm like, well, bruh, I thought you said night. Why you think I said, bruh, I thought you said night. But anyways, I'm like, if you really want to make unnecessary comments, then be ready to back that shit up. And I don't mean throw that ass in a circle. I mean like back that shit up, like with fucking facts and receipts, boy. Then he says, I don't really have to do anything considering we've never met and this is a text message. You could just like let it go. It's not like it's really affecting you, words and all that. Do I look like fucking Elsa? Do I look like James Bay? I'm not gonna fucking let it go, bitch. And what do you mean, we've never met, mister? I'm so glad to have met you. Oh my god, we're perfect for each other. Like, wow, I'm so glad we met. So did I say? I said, wow, I love the fact that you want to pull up how we've never met, considering just a few days ago you said, oh glad you were to have met me. This don't add up. And then he says, all I'm saying is next time you should be a more upfront person. That's just kind of the right thing to do. I say, I'm not saying you're wrong, but don't try to put all the blame on me. Yeah, I liked you. You seemed cool and we clicked well. I thought we could really hit it off, but now I'm just kind of putting the pieces together. Anyways, let's just let it be. And I'm like, am I having an argument with a teenage girl here at my school? Because seems familiar. I said, the fuck kind of pieces are you putting together? I literally said that. I'm a fucking bitch. He said, life goes on. I have a lot going on, a lot more to worry about. And I said, yeah, so if I ain't got shit to worry about. And he's like, I never said you didn't. I'm only speaking for myself. You can do your thing now. I'm not going to act like I'm not agitated. You waited a while to give me the full story and then just like expect me to be cool with you misleading me. My bad for meeting. He literally just fucking said meeting someone who I really quickly started to like and wanted to be with. Alright, I'm done now. Sorry for the spam of text. I hope everything goes well for you tonight. And then he texts once again. Also, I'm sorry for what I said about the town name girl thing. I've just had a lot of work and stuff on my plate and I'm tired and I just spoke without thinking. I think you're a great person. I just wish you'd been a little more upfront with me so we could at least be friends. Anyways, have a good night. And then I don't like... So I'm gonna sound hella extra and dramatic here, but like I just want to say this, like to put in some of my thoughts right here, because I didn't say this to his face. But the fact that he said how he was tired from work and shit, and he's like, I spoke without thinking, that sounds like an abusive relationship to me. Like, I'm not gonna get in a relationship with you if you're gonna like switch up that quick on me. What the fuck? I don't care. You're not gonna try and blame it on your fucking work and shit, because obviously those were your true thoughts. So, hey, got him. Fucking got him. Got him. So I sent this long ass message back. Cause I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. I don't think I'd be friends with you at this point if I'm honest. I know what I did was fucked up, but you practically didn't give me a choice. You rushed into things so fast and I got fucking stressed and above and beyond overwhelmed. I don't care at this point how nice you seem because the truth still comes out when you're stressed and under pressure. Hey! Hey! And you made me feel like even more shit. I'm a nice fucking person. I was interested in you, but it's not like you can put a label on something so complicated talking about the other guy. It's not something I feel the need to share with every guy that tries to talk to me. I spoke to you for a few hours, and I felt pressured as hell. And you said again how you met me when I said from the beginning that I had to actually physically hang out with you before anything could go further, but clearly you didn't listen because you got too excited. So I'm not the hoe like you thought. Pretty disappointed, ain't it? All he says is, I understand. And I'm like, a bit of advice for the future too. Make sure to take blame for your actions as well. Bitch! Text me a long ass paragraph. Don't even respond because do I really need to? No. Then he texts me like towards the middle of the month because that was like towards the beginning of the month. It was beginning of October. And then he texts me in the middle of October, like October 20 something. And he's all like, hey, I just wanted to say what's up and see how you are. And I said, I'm fine, thanks for asking. He's like, that's good. I'm like, how are you? And he said, I'm doing good, feeling really happy lately. And I'm like, okay. And then I didn't respond. He texted me the next day, seeing Yeezy tonight. And I said, dope. He's like, you okay? And I said, I'm good. I just don't know why you've been texting me. And he's like, would you like me to stop? I'm just trying to be your friend. I said, I remember saying that I couldn't be your friend. And he's like, I just figured I'd give it time and try again. I don't know, I just wanted to try. That's the end of those text messages because I left him on red. Now this is where it gets a little bit juicy because I don't know why this shit just had to happen because why is this my life? Like, I thought I was done with him. Over that time, obviously, I unfollowed him and shit on social media because I did not want to see his ass. Like, I did not want to be associated with him at all. And I told him I didn't want to be associated with him. Clearly, I literally read you my text. And then he slowly starts following me back on these things. And I'm like... Then I'm like, no. No, this ain't happening. He eventually followed me on Twitter and he favorited one of my tweets. So I blocked him. I didn't block him because he favorited my tweet. I blocked him because he followed me on Twitter when I told him I don't want to be friends with him, I don't want to be associated with him. Okay. 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 And so, this is where summer comes in. I posted it on my Finsta. I have a Finsta. If you guys don't know what a Finsta is, I don't have to explain it to you. You can look it up and you're not gonna find mine. If you try to follow me, I'm sorry, but like I can't let you because like... I posted on my Finsta and I blocked him because I was like, I'm trying to cut you out of my life. And this girl hits me up. She goes to my school. If you're watching this video, I know you watch my videos. Hey. And she was like, OMG, does he really hit on you? And I said, he did before I cut him off, and I guess he didn't get the hint. And she was like, what T fuck? When you try to say WTF and what the fuck at the same time, me too. WTF, he's with Summer. And then I'm like, I keep hearing they're on and off, but either way I don't want to be associated with him. And then she says, yeah, true, but they always talk, whether they're together officially or not, just so you know. And I said, well, like I've said before, I'm not interested, so... Girl, if you're watching this video, like, I'm sorry if I seem like a bitch, but you did not need to tell me that information because I literally said I'm not trying to be associated with him. So then, his girlfriend Summer finds out. Keep in mind what the girl at my school told me. She said they are on and off and they're always talking whether they're together or not. This fool told me he had a crush on me for a while. 3 months to be exact, maybe even longer. So he's been attracted to me since they were probably still together. Huh? And then everything falls out, and this fool realizes that I block him. And his girlfriend tried to follow my Finsta, and I was like, fine, I'm gonna let you. I let her because I had nothing to hide. I'm not acting like I wanted your mans. Your mans wanted me. Never understand why girls always get mad at the girl that your mans is interested in because it's your man's fault. It's not my fault that your mans is interested in me. He's the one who hit me up. And if you're gonna act like you don't have a girlfriend, then it's really his fault. Like, so don't come for me. Don't come for me. Hey. So he realizes I block him on Twitter because I guess his Summer confronted him about it. So Raphael decides to go on Facebook, of all things, to make a fucking long-ass MLA format, once again, essay about why he's gonna, like, get off of social media. So let me read you the entire thing, because I got receipts, honey. He says, if you follow my Twitter, you know that I use it for self-promotion of things I make and reposting some funny things here and there. If you follow my Instagram, you know it for promotion of my videos and showing stuff I'm working on. Well, thanks to these wonderful platforms, my girlfriend and I have now broken up. I don't know why he felt the need to make an announcement. You see, Twitter has a feature called Connect. It's in the top left of the app, and through this feature, you can follow everyone on Twitter for whom you have a contact for. I don't know why he's literally acting like he's a teacher. I simply went down this entire list and followed everyone. Instagram has a similar feature. I use it about once a year without a real second thought. Well, someone who doesn't like me and that I have a very short past with didn't like that I followed them and blocked me. I didn't. What do you expect me to do? I liked one tweet from the account that was quoting a tweet from someone else about Joe Biden and Obama because there was this really funny tweet and I was all like, name a more iconic duo because I'm funny and I'm relatable. My girlfriend doesn't like this other person. When she found out I had followed them due to this feature, despite me having to look the user handle up to figure out who it was, she decided to break up with me for this. Boy, you knew damn well who it was. You could see in my obby that it was me. You knew who it was. Hello? Why does your girlfriend not like me? What did you tell her? Are you telling her some shady shit, like acting like I'm the one that tried to come for you? Like, what? I don't understand. Here's all I have to say. Social media is not real life. Who I am friends with on Facebook is not necessarily who I am friends with in real life. Who I follow on Instagram/Twitter is not who I necessarily pay attention to in real life. And then blah 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 blah, blah so on, so on. I eventually DM his girlfriend, Summer, and I'm like, hey, listen up, like, I don't want you to, like, hate me, blah, 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 blah. I give her the entire story, and she's like, don't worry, I'm, like, not mad at you, blah, blah. I don't know if that's true, though, because, like, I know how girls work. Girls are really fucking stupid, and, like, they always think it's the girl's fault when it's their man's fault. Now we haven't spoken since, so Summer and Raphael are dead to me, and I'm dead to them, which is all I wanted. How you know about the crazy story of when I got married at 17 years old? Kidding, that was clickbait. Couldn't tell, obviously. I'm sorry if the story is a little sporadic, or like nothing made sense, or if like, I don't know, I apologize for a lot of things in this video because it's a mess. Like me, hey, what's good, y'all? Okay, I need to stop. Yep. This is how my love life works. Literally, there are 9,000 of you now, and I'm fucking shook. Like, Bed Bath & Beyond shook, because I don't deserve wonderful people subscribing to me, because some of you are just too fucking cute, and wow, I love you. Wow, holy shit. Fuck. Like, I'm gonna get emotional. Why? But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Still don't know what to say about that. I never will. If you aren't already, you can subscribe down below, and I'd really appreciate it because I'm just trying to fill a family. I'm just trying to build a family. That's literally what I'm on YouTube for. Why am I getting fucking emo at the end of this video? Hello. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. If you'd like to see more videos from me, I post weekly. I try to. I don't know, I'm a high school student. Please, give me a break, bitch. Damn. And if you would like to see anything else from me, you can follow all my social media. That's always going to be linked in the description box because, you know, I gotta give myself some promo. I'm just saying. I'm pretty fucking funny. I'm not. Don't follow. Don't even subscribe. Don't even like this video. Do whatever the fuck you want, alright? You could even exit out right now, like, bye. I think that's about it for this video. About it for me today, and I'll see you guys soon. I love you. Mwah, mwah. And, I was gonna say something else, but you know what? I'm gonna pretend to be a fuckboy and do my usual fucking outro and bye!